Mauricio Pochettino sacked then by Tottenham Hotspur. Stevie, your initial reaction?
I'm shocked. I mean, 6 months ago, they were in the Champions League final. Incredible. Yeah. You know, Pochettino took over the side, struggling to get in the top four, takes them to a Champions League final, and then 6 months later, he's gone. I mean, I'm sorry. This makes no sense to me, you know. And his whole time, right now, has been the only blip.
Yeah.
And so you just can't discard the guy who's taken you from average to, as I said, Champions League final.
Has he called his bluff? Like, what's Daniel Levy thinking?
Fortunately, I've got no idea what he's thinking, because if I was him, I wouldn't be getting rid of Pochettino.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm sure Tottenham and Levy will come out with, oh, it's a results business. Right. We heard all that before. Yeah. The truth is, it is. And the fact that they've been horrendous ever since that Champions League final. But I think that Pochettino, no question, had a lot more money in the bank to be sacked over what has been a horrendous run. But, yeah. I mean, really?
But I suppose, take Champions League out of the equation if we can. That result hasn't just been appalling, it has been absolutely dreadful, hasn't it? Well, like any other manager, we would be questioning whether or not they should be in a job, and it wouldn't be as big as a surprise.
Right. It wouldn't be such a surprise had Pochettino over the last couple of years been spending money on players, right, and failing that way. The fact is, he hasn't been given the funds that everybody around him has. Everybody, your Liverpools, your Cities, everybody's getting better. Everybody's making signings except them. They signed one guy in Dembele, one proper signing in the last, 2 seasons? And you expect to be challenging for the Premier League. You expect to get to another Champions League final. It doesn't work that way. You know, the fact is, today you have to spend money. If you want to be chasing the big prizes, you have to spend money. So why are you shocked when you don't give your manager money, everybody else spends, and you find yourself lagging behind? I'm sorry. I think he's got this way upside down.
If you're Daniel Levy, who's your number one target?
For me, Allegri. No question. You talk about an experienced campaigner who's been through good and bad. You know.
Is Tottenham a big enough job for Allegri?
I think they are now. You know, the fact that they got to the Champions League final elevates them to a different stratosphere, in my opinion. They're not also rans in the Premier League anymore. Take the current situation out, we look at the last 3 or 4 years, they're a team that have been on the rise, and this is a shock. This is a complete shock, which is why Pochettino has got the sack. But for me, I mean, Allegri would be the spot-on choice. People are going to throw in Mourinho.
Right.
That's not the kind of football that Tottenham want to play. And I think, personally, Mourinho's past his best at club level.
Where's Pochettino's next job?
Wherever he wants. Incredible, isn't it? You get thrown out the door of one place, and every other door on the planet is all of a sudden going to be opening up.
It's telling, like, obviously you look at the reactions on Twitter and the rest of social media as well. It's very rare that you see a manager get sacked, and there is such uproar from amongst that team's supporters.
Yeah, it is incredible, but that is, and that's the reason why I'm surprised that they've got rid of him. You know, he's gone through a bad time, but everybody does. It's nothing new. But then you just discard probably one of the most sought-after coaches in world football. You just discard them. I'm absolutely shocked.
We thought Poch was in trouble at the start of the day. I don't think anybody expected us to be saying that Pochettino is no longer the coach of Tottenham Hotspur.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.